Is there something known as luteal phase defect? Are you bleeding in the second half of your cycle? Are you worried about luteal phase defect? Let's look at this paper which challenges that concept. Luteal phase defect is defined as a condition where the corpus luteum that comes after ovulation does not produce adequate progesterone to support the endometrium that's aligning and support early pregnancy. The luteal phase lasts between 12 and 14 days, with progesterone levels peak around 6 to 8 days after ovulation. That's what usually happens. This paper challenges that. One is because there seems to be some lack in diagnostic accuracy, and much of the oldest studies were looked at luteal phase defect, took a biopsy of the lining. Also, we're not entirely certain about how high should be the progesterone to say that it's an adequate luteal phase. So in this study by Crawford and et al., they found that sporadic luteal phase less than 11 days occurred in 18% of women, with the rest of the cycles being normal. Recurrent short luteal phases were rare and affects only 3% of women. There was another study which investigated ovarian reserve markers, which is the AMH and luteal phase defect. 40% of women experienced luteal phase bleeding, but the AMH level did not predict luteal phase bleeding or short luteal phase. Low FSH levels and high estriol levels in the early follicular phase are slightly increased the risk of luteal phase bleeding, but that also was not clear. Inhibin levels, again, the risk of luteal phase defect did not seem to be associated. That's one of the challenges that lies, that luteal phase bleeding is common in women who are trying to conceive naturally, and persistent defect in the luteal phase is rare. While we believe that luteal phase must be happening very commonly in women trying to achieve a pregnancy, we're not entirely certain in how many cases there is a real luteal phase defect, and I believe that we may end up over-diagnosing and treating luteal phase defects.